that we have a calendars of events. We're going after targeting the various market in terms of getting our guests to come to the shore to spend some money, especially when you look at it, the bone fishing capital of Andros. It will be in South Andros where all the tourists will come, and our season is about to kick off right now in the next 2 days or so. And also, like I said, the calendar of events. We have calendar events each and every month except for 3 or 4 months out of the year. There's a tourism event. There's also Junkanoo excitement in the island as well.
And indeed, Junkanoo capped off a successful Conch festival. So make your way to the Family Islands to experience real island living. And members of the Kungfest committee want you to make your way to South Andros to enjoy Kungfest.
At Centerville, I'm LaDawn Davis. This is ZNS.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the weekend edition, the head of the Catholic Church laid to rest. Thousands around the world paid their final respects to Pope Francis. A major investment to the local artistic community from a leading international organization. In sports, the BBF Round Robin Nationals underway. The Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition, starts now. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Desmond Saunders, and welcome to the broadcast. Thousands filled St. Peter's Square and lined the streets of Vatican City to bid a solemn farewell to Pope Francis. The first South American pontiff passed away Monday at age 88, marking the end of a 12-year pontificate. Many of the streets around St. Peter's Basilica were closed both to allow the flow of visitors and for security reasons, as more than 100 foreign dignitaries joined the funeral mass. The Pope was then carried to his final resting place in a procession that drove slowly through the streets of Rome, with crowds lining up to catch a glimpse of the Pope mobile bearing his coffin. Other news for you this evening: a male suspect shot and arrested. A police officer nursing stab wounds, and investigations underway into a police-involved shooting. The ordeal unfolding shortly before 9:45 a.m. Officers responded to a dispute on Seymour Street, Yellow Elder Gardens, involving two males. Upon the officers' arrival, one of the men fled on foot. A brief pursuit ensued. The male brandished a sharp object, resulting in the officer sustaining a stab wound and injuries to his right hand. The 30-year-old male suspect was subsequently shot and arrested. He was also taken to hospital for treatment. Investigations continue. Police continuing their investigations into the country's latest traffic fatality. According to reports, a 46-year-old man was involved in a serious accident on Carmichael Road West Monday, April 21st. He died the next day in hospital. Investigations continue. 31-year-old armed robbery male suspect shot by police. Reports say shortly after midnight, officers responded to a report of an alleged armed robbery at an establishment on Nassau Street. While patrolling Boyd Road, they pursued a gray vehicle connected to the incident. There was an exchange of gunfire between one of the male suspects and officers. The male suspect was later arrested and transported to a hospital for medical treatment. Police later recovering that gray Suzuki Swift used during that ordeal. Investigations continue. Well, still to come, Member of Parliament for the Bain and Grantstown community making a strong environmental appeal. That and more when we return.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. BTC customers, claim your $200 Bahamasair gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
Is the Little Caesars Stuffed Crust Pizza. Get more pizza for less money. Only $12. It's a whole new level of pizza with cheese stuffed crust so spectacular that there's nothing left.
Pizza.
A delicious pepperoni pizza with the crust stuffed with lots of cheese and brushed with butter and garlic flavor and sprinkled with Parmesan cheese. Hot and ready Thursday to Saturday between 4 and 8 for only $12. Simply irresistible. And only at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Diet-friendly special.
What? You don't know who TDC is? Tourism Development Corporation?
You mean the Ministry of Tourism?
No, that ain't the same thing, but the Tourism Development Corporation helps to develop and grow Bahamian businesses in the tourism industry. You heard what they say, Mike?
Oh, yeah.
Develop and grow. You don't know what all the things saying do?
What does do?
Wait, check the website, boy.
Start your journey to ownership of our #1 industry today. Log on to tdcbahamas.com.
Well, what you doing here?
I dig in the well to connect to the house I'm building for me and Mavis.
Why you just don't call water and sewage?
Call them for what?
To get your city water. You don't have to worry about your water cutting off when the power cut off. And your water's clean and safe, free from coliform bacteria.
Cauliflower what?
Call us at 302-5500 to make the switch from well water to city water for a more fresh, reliable water supply for you and your family.
Authentic history of the Bahamas captured by 12 distinguished writers. Join us for the official launch of the new modernized Bahamian History High School textbook, which encapsulates the journey from whence we came to the modern Bahamas. Tune into this channel for the launch that promises to be educational, entertaining, and transformative as we celebrate our rich history pre- and post-independence.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Bahamas Striping Group of Companies. Safety first.
Welcome back, and thank you so much for staying with us. The national flag carrier adding a new aircraft to its fleet as part of efforts to service a growing demand for inter-island travel in the country. Bahamasair's Managing Director Tracy Cooper is confident that the new 70-seat turboplane will strengthen the airline's overall reliability and meet rising travel demands.
That aircraft was really acquired because we have an existing deficiency in being able to supply all the demand in and around the family of islands. Been turning away a lot of charters because we only had a limited amount of airplanes available to the market. The good thing is that this will now allow us to do much more of those charters. It will allow us to also put in a little bit more redundancy into the system so that you have more reliability, so that if something breaks, you can then add in another airplane.
Cooper says the arrival of the new ATR 72-600 aircraft from France signals the start of a new frontier for the organization.
So what we try to do is on an incremental basis, on a marginal basis, always improving, right? And the Bahamas is growing. The tourism product is growing. And airlift in and around the Bahamas is essential. Even into the Bahamas is essential. So we're always looking to see how we could make that growth so that we could keep up as to what the demand is for the Bahamas. We just went past Easter. We were quite happy to facilitate our CRIFTA teams.
The Dundas Center for the Performing Arts securing $100,000 in seed funding from the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural International Fund for Cultural Diversity. Funds will assist in the training and development of local talent in the performing arts. Education Minister, the Honorable Glennis Hannah Martin, says this is the first time an application from the Bahamas has ever been successful. The Dundas edged out 483 other applications that were up for consideration.
Only 12 projects were approved. The Bahamas was one of the 12 and the only Caribbean country selected. This is a significant achievement for our country and augurs well for the advancement of the theater sector in the Bahamas. Congratulations to the Dundas, and I believe the best is yet to come.
Well, the chair of the Dundas, Dr. Nicolette Bethel, noted that the grant will pave the way for a number of initiatives aimed at the development of artists in the industry.
First one is a 7-week theater intensive for people with beginner and intermediate experience, and that's going to take place this summer. And then the people who make it successfully through that, I've already spoken to the Director of Culture, and we would like for there to be certification from UNESCO to allow the people who go through that intensive to have something in their hands when they're done. And then those people will go on to get apprenticeship placement in Shakespeare in Paradise and in the ring play season.
Member of Parliament for Bain and Grantstown, the Honorable Wade Watson, appealing to residents to keep the community litter-free. Several weeks ago, Watson spearheaded a cleanup campaign in that community that saw the removal of almost 200 derelict vehicles. Weeks later, there's more of the same, with dozens of old vehicles replacing those already removed.
We are urging our constituents to be considerate with respect to their actions and their behaviors with respect to these derelict vehicles. And we are asking the constituents of Baines and Grantstown to contact us if they need assistance with having these derelict vehicles removed, as well as bulk waste within the community.
Watson appealing to members of the public to desist from discarding derelict vehicles and other trash in open spaces throughout communities here in New Providence, and instead dispose of them properly at the New Providence waste disposal site off Tony Williams-Darling Highway.
We're going to work along with the ministry with respect to the Clear Hole and Build project, which at the end of the day, if you move these derelict vehicles, we expect to build on these vehicles, on these properties. So therefore, there'll be very, very minimal room in order for persons to be able to have these derelict vehicles replaced or put back, in essence. It has to be a continuous process with respect to removal of these derelict vehicles. But I think the key is you have to be able to enforce the law, the environmental laws.
Well, an important appeal indeed. Sports is up next.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance, peace of mind.
We're here at the Nassau Village Community Center project, where over the past 17 months, we've hired over 20 Bahamian subcontractors to bring this beautiful project to fruition.
I've been living in Nassau Village for more than 19 years, and to see a project like this bring great joy and pride to me.
This state-of-the-art multi-purpose community center will serve as
what we as Bahamians can achieve when we work hand in hand with each other.
We have the technical know-how, and we can pretty much deliver on any project here in the Bahamas or in the world.
Bahamas Stripe and the Bahamian company, they prove that they believe in Bahamians.
Based on the outcome of this project, I don't think they're disappointed in giving a small person an opportunity to do a job such as this.
The more opportunity they get, the more opportunity we will get.
If you look around and see the work done so far, it just shows what we as Bahamians can do.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
So you straight?
Bro, I ain't getting no service. I can't make no calls. I can't post nothing on my stories. I don't get it.
Wait, you on a live? Shad, come, let's fix that. Come. This one needs saving. Pour them over, please.
Say less. Sign up today. Enjoy 5 gigs on us with select prepaid plans when you port your number to Alive, or 3 months free Alive Fiber services when you port your landline.
Hi, everyone. When heading to Florida to shop for your essentials, book your transportation with GoGoFlorida.com. The $100 cash deposit is back now on your debit card. Accepted at Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Palm Beach, and Orlando. Now, there are lots of options to choose from, but I like the Tesla X, the electric vehicle, because I don't have to worry about gassing up. Or the Jeep Compass seating 5 with lots of space for your luggage or shopping bags. For the best deals, book now at GoGoFlorida.com, Bahamasair.com, and also available at Bahamasair Sales Office.
Hi, Phil Swift here for the Flex Seal family of flood protection products. Our flood protection products are specifically designed to work together in order to create multiple layers of super strong protection. All these windows, doors, seams, and openings have all been sealed up tight. Now there's a new way to protect your home or business from damaging floodwaters. Get the removable Flex Seal family of flood protection products.
Congratulations to the Bahamian Carifta track and field and swim teams from the sponsors of the ZNS Radio and TV Carifta Update.
Welcome to your Saturday Sports Check, everyone. I am Amajal Knowles, topping sports. Final day of competition here at the Kendall G. Lazick Gymnasium. The Bahamas Basketball Federation's round-robin basketball tournament in action. Certainly heating up on Saturday in the opening game. We see a Family Island affair between the defenders out of South Andros and the Panthers out of Eleuthera. This one would be a hotly contested affair until the Panthers would make a run down the stretch to escape with the 82-68 win.
Could have been better, but take the win.
Tell me a bit about, the opportunity as a Family Island team coming down here to play, getting your team some reps in.
Well, I've been doing this for a while, and I've been doing it for like 45 years. And every year is a challenge. I'm in the rebuilding mode. So I accept the way everything says. I would have liked to advance further, but it is what it is.
I mean, on 1 to 10, we'd give them an 8. I'll give them 8. There's always room for improvement. There's a bunch of young guys, bunch of school kids. First time playing against in the nationals like this. And, Southern has been a part of this national now for the past 15 years. And we want to continue this trend, especially in developing the youths.
We also spoke with both coaches who are obviously from the Family Islands about the development of basketball on their respective islands.
We need more like an indoor facility. That's what I've been trying to push for quite some time, but it never happened. But I hope in the near future it will happen soon. But While I'm looking forward for it, but I will continue doing my best to develop as much as I could.
It's very big challenges on the island in terms of with developing the kids, because once you summer break, you decide to do summer camps. Most of the kids come up to Nassau, just for the summer break and stuff like that.
The second game of the day would see a matchup between perennial power, the Commonwealth Bank Giants, and the Crusaders out of Abaco. And on paper, this one would not look like a close game, but the Crusaders would give the Giants all they could handle, ultimately pushing them down to the limit. But the Giants would manage to escape with the 82-72 win.
Honestly, it was a real tough fought game. Wasn't expecting it, based on the first game they played, but we got everybody's best punch so far in this tournament. But I'm proud of the guys. We're a little short-handed tonight. We had some guys had to go into work today, but we still came up with the victory. Hard fought, like I said. The defensive effort wasn't what we expected. But, playing a zone the entire game to preserve your legs for the next game tonight was our biggest challenge.
As far as the round-robin tournament is concerned, the championship game will take place later this evening. Full details from that game from Division 1 and Division 2 championships in tomorrow's Sportscast. Signing out, I'm Amajal Knowles. A check on weather when we return.
Congratulations to the Bahamian Carifta track and field and swim teams from the sponsors of the ZNS Radio and TV Carifta Update.
Summer in the Bahamas. The weather is hot, but not as hot as the ZNS summer packages. Get ads on ZNS TV or ZNS Radio Network or the TV community page, or a combination of all three. ZNS has got you covered with great prices, whatever package you choose. Book before June 7th and get the local Federation Championship Baseball bonus full of all kinds of extras free of charge. Contact your account executive or call ZNS Sales at 502-3800 today. Hot summer package rates valid until July 31st.
Good to grow. Keeping you in the know. Keeping you in the know. God, that's good enough to eat, that is good to grow. It's good enough to eat, that is good to grow.
Nestled in the Moss Town settlement, Bahamaland Farms is making waves on Exuma's local agricultural scene with its dedication to cultivating high-quality fresh lettuce.
Romaine, as everybody knows as well, iceberg lettuce. We do want to continue to grow different species of lettuce, not just stick to the same main three. At some point, we do want to start growing, like I said, tomatoes, onions, different forms of herbs, mint leaf, all these different forms of produce.
Crop Supervisor Kimani Clark also shares what the farm hopes to achieve in the future.
Now, another thing that we wanted to get into is building hydroponic systems in schools and have shown them how to maintain it and so on and so forth, so they could have that not so normal agriculture experience in school. Most classes in agriculture, they don't get to experience the hydroponic way of high-tech way of growing produce and so on and so forth. So that's another thing we're looking at for the time being.
The farm has become a key supplier for local restaurants, promoting farm-to-table dining and enhancing food sustainability on the island.
We've been mainly focusing on well-known restaurants and hotels such as Ranald's, Tim's on the Bay, Peace and Plenty, Cocoa Plum Bistro, so on and so forth. We do want to expand to a lot more small local business. Any local business that needs produce, we want to expand and focus on them as well.
Keeping you in the know with Good to Grow, I'm Leah Cooper.
For hurricane season, we got impact windows and doors. For protection, just come to our store. Plus we got tiles to pretty up your walls and your floors. We'll help you brighten up for that big bad storm. Porcelain tiles, blank tiles, mosaic tiles, a variety of styles. These 14s get right, they gotta be rough. That's why we got the best deals in the whole Bahamas. Hey, hey.
At at Original Patties, quality is always job number one. With 2 convenient locations, you have twice the opportunity to enjoy our beef, chicken and veggie patties, escabeche fish, chicken and mutton roti, and our succulent jerk chicken and pork. Choose from a wide selection of tasty pastries, cakes, and breads, or pull up to our 2 convenient drive-through windows for great service with a smile. Original Patties Bakery Limited, Tonic Williams Darling Highway and Blue Hill Road South.
Here at Immigration Care Service, you can trust us, especially if you have experienced issues or problems with the U.S. immigration at the borders. We'll do our best to provide options and solutions to immigration roadblocks, so travelers can continue visiting the U.S. and residents can continue living their lives in the U.S. without worries. The best part? Our services are affordable and accessible. Take the mystery, confusion, and fear out of your immigration concerns. Contact Immigration Care Service today.
The thought of colon cancer never really crossed my mind until 2019, when a very good friend of mine was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. I was shocked. Everybody was shocked because he was a picture of perfect health. He was young, athletic, successful, and full of life. Many of us are still in disbelief. I started to question my own health because if it happened to him, surely it could happen to me. Then came the fear, the anxiety, and everything else in between. Facing your own mortality is very sobering. But for me, I decided right then to have a colonoscopy, and I'm glad I did.
Colon cancer is the 3rd most common cancer diagnosed in Bahamian men and women. Fortunately, almost all colon cancers are preventable. A colonoscopy or some other appropriate form of colon cancer screening is recommended for everyone over the age of 45. During a colonoscopy, we can detect and remove colon polyps that may grow and later become colon cancers. Don't wait until you develop symptoms, such as blood in your stool, abdominal pain, a significant change in your bowel habits, or unintentional weight loss. These may all be indications of a severe problem that requires immediate attention. If you're over the age of 45 or have any of those symptoms, talk to your doctor about the benefits of colon cancer screening today.
Exuma is the place for excitement at the National Family Island Regatta. April 23rd through 26th, tune into the ZNS network for Regatta Time. Sailors from around the country will gather in picturesque Elizabeth Harbor for the ultimate showdown, and we'll be right there. Don't miss Regatta Time, April 23rd through 26th at 4 p.m. right here on the ZNS network.
Checking the lights weather forecast. Diane Dorset joins us in studio with the latest temperatures. Good evening, Diane.
Good evening, Desmond. It's going to be another great evening across the islands. High pressure is still in charge, keeping things dry with those nice steady breezes. Now, if you're down near Inagua or the Turks and Caicos, you might catch a quick passing shower thanks to a lingering trough hanging around down there. So if you take a quick step outside right now, you feel a temperature of 79 degrees with patchy clouds, winds east-northeast at 11 miles per hour, humidity standing at 71%, and pressure at 30.11 inches or 1,020.4 millibars. Now let's swing around the Family Islands and see how those temperatures are feeling tonight. Green Turtle Key and Freeport City, 79 degrees. For Marsh Harbor, Abaco, Bullocks Harbor, and Allenstown, Bimini, 77. Moving down to the Central Bahamas, Harbor Island at 77 degrees, Fresh Creek, Central Andros at 78, Camp Space, South Andros, Black Point, Exuma, and Rock Sound, Eleuthera, all at 79 degrees. Moving down, we have Arthurstown, Cat Island, Rum Key and San Salvador at 80, Georgetown, Exuma also at 80 degrees. And for our southernmost islands, including the Turks and Caicos Islands, Ragged Island, Clarence Town, Crooked Island at 80 degrees, Auckland and Betsy Bay at 79, Matthew Town, Inagua at 78, and for the Turks and Caicos Islands, 82 degrees. Now, boaters, listen up. In the northwest Bahamas tonight through Sunday, look for easterly winds at 10 to 15 knots with seas around 2 to 4 feet. High tide will hit around 7:34 tonight and again tomorrow morning at 7:54. For the central and southeast Bahamas, the winds pick up a bit, northeast to east at 12 to 18 knots and seas between 3 to 6 feet. Small craft operators, you'll want to keep an eye out and exercise caution if you're heading out. Now, our satellite picture tonight shows mostly clear skies except for a thin stretch of clouds hanging out there in the far southeast. As for tonight, you can expect mainly clear skies with temperatures dipping to a very comfortable 72 degrees. And tomorrow, get ready for a bright and sunny day with highs climbing up to around 82 degrees. Perfect weather to go outdoors and enjoy. Looking ahead to the week, aside from a few morning showers Tuesday, it's smooth sailing with lots of sunshine and warm days and mild nights. Comfy nights all the way through next Saturday. Back to you, Desmond.
Good weather wrap-up, Diane, and that does it for the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. Thank you for continuing to make ZNS your first choice for news and information. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. On behalf of the entire team, thanks for watching. Have a good night, and I'll see you back here tomorrow night.
At the Sydney Poitier Bridge, I'm Kaylin Green. This is ZNS.
Andros, she